Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Lisa Junianti from the Undergraduate Midwifery Study Program. I will explain the material about the reproductive system. Alright, here's the material. Movement system in human. The means of locomotion in humans and higher animals are bones and muscles. Bones are called passive locomotion tools, while muscles are called active locomotion tools because of their ability to contract so that they can move bones. Bones, the bones in the human body make up a skeletal system. The bones that make up the skeleton have a variety of structures according to their function. In general, the function of the skeleton is to uphold the body as a passive means of movement, a place for attachment of skeletal muscles, to protect vital tools such as the brain, heart, lungs, etc., a place for the formation of blood cells, and a place for calcium deposits and phosphate. Muscle is a type of soft tissue involved in body movement and is a source of strength. Muscle function to produce skeletal movements, such as contraction and relaxation of muscle attached to the skeleton to move the skeleton. B. Digestive system. In humans, the digestive tract is a channel that receives food from the outside and prepares it for absorption by the body. By way of the digestive process are chewing, swallowing, and mixing, with enzyme, a liquid that stretches from the mouth to the anus. Mouth digestion begins when food enters the mouth. In the mouth, there are tools that help in the digestive process, namely the teeth, tongues, and salivary glands, or saliva. In the oral cavity, food undergoes mechanical and chemical digestive to esophagus. The esophagus or esophagus is a connecting channel between the oral cavity and the stomach. The esophagus serves as a passageway from sewed food from the mouth to the stomach, so the esophagus does not occur in the digestive. 3. Stomach. The stomach, or ventriculus, is a large sac located to the left of the abdominal cavity as a place for a number of digestive processes to occur. The stomach consists of the three parts, namely the upper part, cardiac, the rounded middle part of fundus, and the lower part, or pylorus. The heart is adjacent to the heart and connected to the esophagus. The pylorus is in direct contact with the duodenum. At the end of the cardiac and pylorus, there are valves of sphincters that regulate the entry and exit of food to and from the stomach. 4. Small intestines. The small intestine atau intestinum is the seat of absorption of food juice and the seat of the longest digestive process. The small intestine consists of the duodenum, empty intestine or jejunum, absorbing intestine or ileum, colon. Food that is not digested in the small intestine, such as callus, along which mucus will go to the large intestine as feces. In the large intestine, there is the bacterium Escherichia coli. These bacteria help in the process of dissecting food waste into feces. In addition to decomposing food waste, Escherichia coli bacteria also produce vitamin K. Vitamin K plays an important role in the blood clotting process. The rest of the food in the large intestine contains a lot of water because the body needs water. Most of the water is reabsorbed back into the large intestine. Reabsorption of water is an important function of the large intestine. The large intestine consists of an ascending part starting from the appendix, a horizontal part, a descending part, and ending at the anus. 5. Anus. It is a hole where feces are removed from the body. Before being expelled through the anus, the feces are collected in the rectum. When the feces are ready to be expelled, the rectal sphincter muscle regulated the opening and closing of the anus. There are two sphincter muscles that make up the rectum, namely smooth muscle and striated muscle. So the process of defecation or defection is carried out consensually, namely by contraction of the abdominal wall muscles, followed by relaxation of the anal sphincter muscle and contraction of the colon and rectum. As a result, feces can be pushed out of the anus, colon, and rectum contraction. As a result, feces can be pushed out of the anus. See respiratory system in humans. Breathing is a very important process for humans. In this process, the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs between the body and the environment. The following is an explanation of some of the organs that play a role in the respiratory system. 1. Nose. The nose is the outermost respiratory organ. Humans breathe air through the nose. On the surface of their nasal cavity there are fine hairs and mucus membranes that function to filter incoming air from dust or other objects. In the nasal cavity, there is an adjustment of temperature and humidity so that the air entering the lungs is neither too dry nor too humid, apart from being a respiratory organ. The nose is also a very sensitive sense of smell. With this ability, humans can avoid inhaling toxic or foul-smelling gases that may contain bacteria and other disease materials. From the nasal cavity, their air will then flow into the throat. 2. Throat. The throat is part of the respiratory organ. The throat is a tube that starts at the base of the windpipe larynx, windpipe or trachea, and branches of the windpipes or bronchus. 3. Lungs. The lungs are located in the chest cavity between the chest cavity and the abdominal cavity. There is a barrier called the diaphragma. This barrier is not just a barrier, but also plays a role in the respiratory process. The lungs are divided into the right lung and the left lung. The lungs are basically branches of a tube with a bubble ending. These bubbles are called alveoli or singular alveolus. The circulatory system in humans. Humans' blood circulatory is a closed and double blood circulation. Closed circulation means that in circulation, blood always flows in blood vessels and blood vessels. 1. Heart. The heart as a pump in the circulatory system. The heart has three valves, namely the semilunar venous valve, which is located at the base of the aorta or large artery. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.